Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. And this is your host, Sandra, with Sandra Stamped It Radio, here with my co-host, Tylor.
Sharrock.
Thank you for coming to the show today. And if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself.
First of all, thanks for having me. My name's Tylor Sharrock. I'm from Clayton, North Carolina. I do all kinds of different music. I'm with a group called Artist Playlist Platforms. We're all around the world. Got all kinds of stuff going on. And I appreciate you having me here.
Thank you so much. So we will start off our show for today listening to one of his songs, Here We Go. Make sure you download it on all streaming sites. Tell us where we can find you.
On Instagram at Ty Sharrock, Facebook, Tylor Sharrock Music, YouTube, same thing, Tylor Sharrock.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Make sure you email me at sandrastampeditradio@gmail.com if you would like to be part of my show. And here is Here We Go Again by Tylor Sharrock.
1 minute, 20 seconds. We're going to go right back into it.
Sweet, sweet.
I'm going to point to you when I'm ready for you to start. Don't start when you hear the beat. Okay?
Give me one second.
Okay. Give me a moment.
Sometimes it goes so fast. I'm still trying to.
I got you.
All right, so we're going to come back in with briefly this Latinos for Black Lives Matter. Oh, okay. All right, we're going to jump into that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for staying.
One moment. Give it a pause. Wait till I point to you. Okay? I don't want to cut you off. And in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Thank you for staying tuned to Sandra Stamped It Radio on WDRB Media, the voice of the community. And I'm your host, Sandra, here with Tylor Sharrock, who is sharing his music with us today. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
And I wanted to start off briefly touching on my Facebook group that I've been discussing for the past few weeks, Latinos for Black Lives Matter. If you could go ahead and join the Facebook group, make sure it's positive vibes only. It's a platform where we come together to share our differences and similarities and bring awareness to different issues going on in the world, and just bring unity and try to see how we can understand each other, and just come together and share these opportunities with each other.
Yeah, y'all doing it big.
Change.
You bring a lot of stuff to light that I didn't even know about. So it's been cool to watch.
Thank you so much. And we are growing rapidly, and we've joined other movements in the area as well in support of one another. We all experience different things and different ways. So just coming together and unity and peace and love is always a good look. And I've noticed that you and your music are multicultural, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've always been friends with everybody. I've never really looked at, I feel like we're all like one race. We're the human race. We started off all black. We got, as time went on, we got further away from the equator, got wider and wider. We're just one race. I mean, it just doesn't make sense for people to fight over that.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, and make sure you stay tuned so that you can listen to more of Tylor's music, and make sure that you join and follow the group on Facebook, Latinos for Black Lives Matter, where you're also welcome to share any events that you have going on. Make sure you vote. Make yourself count in the census 2020. If you have any questions about anything going on around your community, please contact me at sandrastampeditradio@gmail.com. And make sure you join NUVOS, which is located in Raleigh. They will be meeting at the Museum of Natural Sciences at 11 a.m. sharp this Saturday, July 25th. Make sure you join them and support them in that march as well. And it's also a peaceful protest, so make sure you leave all that negativity at home. Good vibes only. You know it's official if Sandra stamped it. Please stay tuned.
It's 3 minutes and 9 seconds.
Sweet.
Now this stuff.
We keep going.
Okay.
So I'm going to jump into your interview,
No, I'm not
deep
touching this at
interview
all.
about your
Okay.
music and projects and stuff like that.
Sounds good.
All right.
3, 2.
Welcome back to Sandra Stamped It Radio on WDRB Media, the voice of the community. And I'm your host, Sandra, here with my co-host of the day and artist spotlight of the week, Tylor Sharrock.
So,
Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for your music. And
I love to do it.
I love the different vibe that you bring to it, kind of like pop with a little bit of R&B, hip hop.
I try to touch all kinds of different areas. Just basically trying to give the people, good music that they want to hear. I'm hoping one day to achieve like true freedom, true freedom to be able to work on what I want to work on, make a better life for my kids. And that's the goal. So that's what I'm working for.
Nice. Is there any singles that you are pushing right now that you would like to share with us?
So just last week I put out a song, Here We Go, which is actually one of my favorites that I've done. I did all the guitar work for it, obviously the singing for it. It was produced by the kid QDH, who is a beast. He's really good. So yeah, that's the most recent one, and that's the one I've been pushing recently.
Nice. And we definitely heard that here a little bit earlier. Make sure you download it on all streaming sites. Let us know what you think at sandrastampeditradio@gmail.com. And what can we expect from you in the future with your music?
Right now, I'm working on a album. This is my freshman year, so I'm basically just putting out singles for now. I'm trying to see what catches on the best with my audience, and my next year, going forward, I'm planning on basically taking the fire from whatever single that I have this year that pops out the best and probably do an album that's centered around that. So right now, I'm working on some stuff, and I'm just pushing, and next year you'll see a whole album together. This year I'm still doing singles.
And let me tell you a little bit about Tylor, how I came across him and how we met. Believe that networking is key into getting into any door that you are trying to come across. I met him at an event that they were actually throwing. Shout out to the Stage Radio for supporting us. There's never no hate. I'm a radio show. They're a radio show, but it's definitely all love and support and unity in that group.
And go vote for me on the Stage Radio. They got a poll out right now. I'm in the running for best singer. Go vote for me, please.
Ooh, and this boy can sing too. If you haven't listened to his music, make sure you download it today. Download it on all streaming sites, okay?
Thank you.
And so I was saying he was performing actually at the Stage. It was Queens of Our Culture event where I was nominated, of course, because it's only official if Sandra stamped it. So he was actually performing live a remix of a song called Mary Jane that he collaborated with another artist.
Yep. That's actually BZB put out that song. And he's the guy that got me into the whole Fayetteville scene, and I'm super grateful to him for that. But yeah, that was the song Mary Jane. We did an acoustic remix to that, and actually that's where I performed in Fayetteville for the first time, which was cool. And I've gotten tons of acquaintance, friends, like all kinds of good people from around there. So.
The power of networking. I'm trying to tell you guys, and I'm actually repping The Ville today, of course. It was only right. Check them out, BZB, on all social media platforms, support. And I hear that you have some merchandise coming out soon as well.
I'm working on a little merchandise line. Right now, I got a shirt that's got my logo on it. I haven't put it out yet. It's going to be out next year, along with my album, stuff like that. Like I said, this is a building year. Next year, I'm going to reap the benefits. So.
Nice, and we're so thankful that you are here on Sandra Stamped It Radio. You know that you have our full support, and we're definitely looking forward to that next project.
Well, thank you. You got mine too.
Thank you so much. And tell me a little bit about your bag I seen you wearing when you walked in here.
So this bag, it's an artist playlist platform bag. It's the group that basically Busta Brown started it. He's also in Tylor. And it's a group. It's a worldwide group. We got people in India, South Africa, Argentina. I've had people from France. There's a lot of people that have been in it, and basically it's just a worldwide networking group, like we were talking about earlier. And they've been really good to me. I try to support them everywhere I can go, and this bag's dope. And you can buy it online at Artist Playlist Platform. So you should do that.
Check it out. So that's very awesome for your first year. You've already performed. You have, 4 singles out. You're doing radio interviews. You're definitely off to a great start. And it's very amazing to see how, amidst of the COVID or whatever, you found ways around it to still continue working and networking to make sure that you reach your goal for next year.
Right. Well, it's never going to stop. I mean, it's changed because of all this, but I think it's changed in a way that, like, we just adapt. That's what you got to do. We just adapt, and we've gone more online and stuff like that, and I think that's actually worked in our favor. You know, when we first started, we were doing a lot of shows, mostly in the Fayetteville area. Like I said, that's my base. But yeah, doing this online stuff's been really cool too. Some virtual concerts. BZB's doing the one August 1st with the Stage Radio, so make sure you check that out. There's a whole lot of cool stuff going on online.
Yes, and I love the support that everyone in this group gives and receives. It's not only about taking, but also about giving. So looking forward to everything that you have shared with us. And we will go to a short break and listen to some more of your music. Can you let the listeners know how they can find you?
Sounds good. Tylor Sharrock Music on Facebook, at Ty Sharrock Instagram. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, everything.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. And if you would like to contact Tylor, or if you would like to be on our show, email us at sandrastampedradio@gmail.com. Please stay tuned to WDRB Media, the voice of the community.
7 minutes, 26 seconds.
Sweet.
Sandra, let me get some of you guys together. Here we go. Thumbs up, peace sign. Give me that peace. Give me the thumbs up.
I don't know what that one was.
Give me the thumbs
There you
up.
go.
I love it. All right. You ready for the next one?
How long do we have left?
We have, let's see, I'm gonna say about 12, so she's 12 minutes into it. Yeah, you got about 12, 13 minutes. Well, it's over, so 7, 11, 12, it's about 13 minutes.
Is there
So
something?
far as what you got in content, so you said you're gonna have about 10 minutes worth of music, so we're about 23 minutes.
All right. So now we're just going to wrap it up, kind of.
Yeah.
Is there anything we didn't touch on that?
I'm talking about my home life a little bit because I got twin boys and stuff like that, so I want to talk about that.
All right. Let's see.
So
Yeah.
23, 24, if we allocate for intro, outros, 25, so about 5.5 minutes of more talk.
All right. So we can jump in, reintroduce ourselves. I'll say aside of music, what else
Cool.
do you do? And
Yeah,
okay.
that works.
And I think you should speak on the different instruments that you play, because you never know when artists are looking for someone to play instrumental.
Yeah,
so
true.
Throw that
True
out
that.
there.
Yeah.
11. 1 5.
All right.
5, 4, 3.
Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. And I'm your host, Sandra, on Sandra Stamped It Radio, here with our artist spotlight of the week, Tylor Sharrock.
That's me.
Thank you for coming to the show today and sharing your music with us. And can you tell everyone how to find you today?
Yeah, you can find me at Facebook. You can find me on Instagram, Tylor Sharrock Music, Spotify, Apple Music. I'm all over, all platforms.
Nice. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I would like to know, aside of music, what other passions do you have? What else makes up Tylor Sharrock?
The biggest thing for me is family. So I've got twin boys at home. As of now, I'm a single father, so I take care of the boys. We got a place that's right by a park, so we get up in the morning, we go for walks, cooking, cleaning, the whole nine. So that's basically my life right now, aside from the music stuff.
Nice. And I also love family and a big believer in being healthy, teaching your family how to be healthy. Mm-hmm. And shout out to Total Life Changers, especially the NutriBurst right here, which sponsors Sandra Stamped It Radio. If you would like to sample any of the products, or if you would like to buy any, contact me at sandrastampeditradio@gmail.com. And make sure you let me know if you would like to try anything.
I definitely will. We stay... We try to keep up the healthy lifestyle and all that, Like I said, I cook. I like to cook. I like to cook like Asian food and stuff like that. It's my favorite. So, we do a lot of chicken and vegetables over there. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So you were sharing with me earlier on how you actually played some of the instruments and some of your songs. I found that pretty interesting.
Yeah, so I started playing drums was what I started with. I was probably about 10 years old. About 11, I picked up a piano because we actually had an old acoustic piano at my house where I grew up at. So I started playing that. That's where I learned different keys. I actually kind of learned some of the theory behind it. And then about 13, I picked up a guitar, and I never put it down. That's always been my instrument of choice, and to this day, I play every day. So.
And you play nicely, too. It goes very nice in your music.
You.
You're very welcome. Is there anything else that you would like to share with us today?
I did all the guitar work and all that for all the songs, and I'm going to continue to do that, as well as doing things with other artists that put their stuff into it. I mentioned Kid QDH before. That dude's awesome on the keys, so I like to include him in my stuff, and I'm just going to go from there. It's been cool.
All right, so how can we find you and your music going forward? We want to keep up with your group as well, so that other artists can collaborate with you. Let us know how we can reach you.
There's actually a Spotify group that has everybody that's on the artist playlist platform. So you can follow that. It's called Artist Playlist Platform 2020 is the group. And like I said, I'm on all platforms. I'm going to build up my YouTube a little bit more because that's the only one that I haven't really worked on.
Make sure you guys support him.
Yeah,
we
subscribe to my YouTube.
All of our artists that come here to Sandra Stamped It Radio.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let us know when your new music comes out. We'll definitely keep it on our playlist here at Sandra Stamped It Radio. And if you would like to be a part of our show, if you would like any of my management services, make sure you hit me up on Facebook, Sandra Stamped It, Sandra Lemus on all social media. Email me at sandrastampeditradio@gmail.com. Make sure you stay tuned in every Friday at 2:30, and you know it's official if Sandra stamped it.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.